green steel. Ever heard about this? Sounds weird, but green steel is something that is very now popular in Europe and Germany, where I'm from. Basically, what it means is we are using green energy to create green steel. So it's emission free or very little emission. Now, before I go into the different definitions in there, a quick question. Who is going to buy? Yes, buy the produced green energy, the produced green steel, because someone has to buy it, right? Well, let's start first. The EU, yes, they want to really make it within the EU that in the future only green steel is being produced and bought. Okay, so we got the EU. Then Canada, yes, I can see it definitely coming here in Canada in the next years. America, I can see that. Not under Donald Trump maybe, but under a Democrat leader, I can definitely see all America buying it. And then comes next, no one. China, no, China not. And if China produces itself, well, how about Southeast Asia and Asia? Vietnam, for example. I was in Vietnam. No, the Vietnamese are not gonna buy it. They don't have partially the money. They are growing, but they are not buying green steel. Africa, sorry to say, they do not have the money for it, mostly, right? South America and other parts of the world, they do not have the money to buy green steel. So now let's go back to what is green steel, the definition. First of all, I need to tell you the definition is not clear. Different medias in different countries and regions have a different definition. If you're from America, you, for example, know that sometimes we start with something very well thought of that because it's good for environment and everything. So we start something we call it green, right? And then we increase the definition of what is green, how is it green. So first of all, energy we use for it should be green, right? So we use solar and wind, and that's it for Europe and Germany. Well, what about thermal energy, nuclear and other parts? No, for some strange reason, that one is not going to be used. Let's not talk about it, okay? Then materials. I give you the example of Europe. So in Europe, they will then source all the materials within Europe and not anymore outside. So for the steel, that's actually not a big deal. Norway has a lot of steel for Germany. They have like huge mines and such. And in Sweden and such, we can also find a lot of resources. So we don't have to go far. But for other parts, it will be difficult to find them because we want to have lower emissions. This is another definition, right? Low emission. So we don't want to have huge transportation. So we need to find everything locally. That makes it very difficult. The next definition of the green, so a longer one, would be that we are now only working or sourcing from companies which are also green. For Europe, that is actually a bigger deal than you think. So for example, for Europe, it would be companies need to have a European, not an American, European green seal in the future. And now it's happening as well. So only then the companies would actually work with them or buy for them. Or a country like Germany would buy your steel or your raw materials to actually use it to create green steel in Germany. And the definition is going on and on and on. So there is no clear definition of what green steel is even.